Namaste, and welcome to our Friday night puja and meditation here at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, and I welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me this evening. So tonight we're going to be doing a Jyoti Atman healing meditation. This is a meditation from Ayurveda. We're going to be using Tibetan singing bowls along with this practice in order to activate the chakras. And tied in with all of this will be a puja to the Divine Mother, Ma Kali. I'd like to begin with a few announcements. So on Tuesdays, we'll be continuing live broadcasts of our Tuesday Satsangs. That will be on August 4th, the 11th, and the 18th from 7 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. And then the times are going to be changing from that point on, beginning August 25th. The Satsangs will be 7:30 to 8:45. And so tuning in on Tuesday, you can expect a nice, easy to do yoga sequence and a different meditation each week. Starting this coming week, we're going to be doing a series of chair yoga sequences. So truly yoga for every body. And then something very exciting for the month of August here at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. We will start having in-person pujas. So all of you are invited to come join us at our temple. The pujas will start promptly at 7 o'clock. And if you can't make any of them in person, they will still be live broadcasted on YouTube. But on next Friday, the 7th of August, we'll be doing a Kriya Yoga Sadhana and Devi Puja. Second Friday, Fire Puja to the Mahavidya goddess Chinnamasta. And then we'll also be honoring her Buddhist counterpart with a guided meditation to Vajrayogini. On the 21st, we'll be doing, along with our Friday Puja, a Yoga Nidra meditation. And then on the 28th, this will be the 7th installment of our Ashtamatrika Goddess series, and we'll be honoring with a fire puja to the three Kalis, the goddess Chamunda, of course, whom this temple is named for. Something else very exciting, I'll bring this up on my iPad. My upcoming book, try and get that in focus. Probably isn't going to work very well. My upcoming book, part 3 of the Kali meditation series, Chamunda Sadhana, daily practices for the oldest form of Ma Kali is worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley. And this is in its third and final edit. I'm very close to finishing that edit. So we published on Amazon Kindle very soon. And keep an eye on my YouTube channel because you'll be seeing videos added. All of the practices in this book will be demonstrated. So this will help you in learning the practices. And also it's something you can work along with. Join the meditation along with the video as well. So a lot of things coming up in the very near future. So in preparation for what we're doing this evening, I invite you to find a comfortable place to meditate. It can be sitting on the floor, maybe on a yoga mat. A cushion would be recommended under your hips. Something to tilt the pelvis a little bit so it's easier for you to sit with a straight spine. You could also sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, your hands on your lap. And for doing the Jyoti Atman meditation, you could also lie down on your yoga mat in Shavasana and participate in the meditation that way. I would recommend taking a meditational seat or surface that just feels right for you at this very moment. So, to explain the meditation a little bit more, the Jyoti Atman meditation is an Ayurvedic healing process. It's designed to utilize vibrational frequencies to restore balance and wholeness on the physical and energetic levels. The body and soul are regarded as an energetic prism to receive light and energy and reflect it toward a desired purpose in the healing of the physical shell, the mind, and the spirit. A protective field is created around the individual and vibrational frequencies that are no longer useful or dissipated, while helpful ones are reactivated to their original patterns of perfection. So we dedicate tonight's puja and meditation to the healing of body, mind, and spirit. And this would also include healing to those who are feeling a great deal of stress, maybe in a work situation, maybe in their home situation, maybe from just all of the uncertainties. And also those who are feeling depression at this time, really in mourning for the way things used to be. And who knows if things will really ever return to the normal which we knew. I want to say hello to Rafa and Susan, who just said hello, and I invite everyone else to say a quick hello on the chat function on the bottom of the screen. So I invite you to take your comfortable seat or position. Before we begin the meditation, I'm going to begin by starting the puja to Ma Kali. So we'll do the cleansing, the invocations, the offerings, and then we'll begin the meditation so that it's taking place in sacred space. And then once I've guided you through the meditation, then I'll be chanting the mantra. It'll be the Navarna mantra, Om Angrim Klim Chamundai Viche, just to really help settle those healing energies, and then we'll do our closing. So again, welcome and namaste. I invite you now to sit down or lie down comfortably. Begin a bit deeper breath than normal, and just allow yourself to follow along with the beginning of the puja, and let that puja bring you into the right space for our meditation. So I invite you to begin by bringing your hands to heart center. We'll begin our practice by chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. Inhale again. And another inhalation. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastam Gatopiva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi. We honor Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Om Bhakratunda Makaya Suryakoti Samaprama Nirvignam Kurumudeva Sabakaryam Siddhe. Jai Ganesha. We honor our teachers, past, present, and future, within and without. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Jai Guru. We honor Lord Shiva, also known as Lord Bhairava. Om Trayambakam Yajamaye Sagundim Pushtivardhanam Orvarukameva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat. Om Namah Shivaya. We honor the Divine Mother in all of her forms. Devi Prapanote Hare Prasida Prasida Matara Jagata Kilasya Prasida Vishvesvara Pe Vishvam Tvamishora Devi Chachara Charasya. Jai Devi. And then we honor Ma Kali in all of her forms. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svasvada Namostute Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhutita Harani Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. Jai Ma Kali, Jai Mata Di. Om. Om Jai Ma Kali. And again, namaste to everybody who's joining. So I invite you now to make yourselves comfortable in the places you've chosen. Make any little micro adjustments that you might need to make at this time, just so you can be still for the next several minutes. Begin breathing deeply. Close your eyes and allow your body and your mind to relax. Now take a moment to call upon the powers of the divine, that deity that you're closest to in whatever form the divine speaks to you in. Invite your spiritual lineage to be present, including your teachers, your gurus, and those individuals from the past and present who serve as examples to you. Call upon Mother Earth and Father Sky above. Call upon the spirits of the mineral kingdom, the powers of the 6 kingdoms of life. Let this work be grounded in the energies of Bhumi, the earth. Call upon the Devic forces, also known as light beings. Call upon the devas, or spirits, of the 12 astrological archetypes, the sun, the moon, and the planets. Now take a moment to again ask for divine guidance to accomplish the highest good. And if you're doing this process thinking of someone else closest to you, still include yourself in this healing process. Let this healing process be done, and silently I invite you to state your full name. And let our subtle bodies, soul, and higher selves be present in this work, including all personal dimensions, past and present. We include in this healing the etheric body, the emotional body, the mental body, the causal body, the astral body, and the light body. Let the whole individual please attend. Please come from the past, the present, and the future, and beyond time in all dimensions and all locations. We call upon the soul's memory system, all past impressions and karmas recorded over many lifetimes. We call upon the soul's spiritual lineage group, those souls who have been reincarnated with us over many lifetimes. We call upon the spirits connected to our blood lineage group, the spirits of our own families. And take a moment now to offer gratitude to the forces we've called upon and those energies we are about to receive. We ask now that the powers of the divine permeate every cell, every molecule, every atom of your being, and every action and work be filled with the divine impulse, and let every thought be genuine. Let all that is no longer be useful be removed from within and around you, and may you walk the path of the highest purpose. The Divine Mother Father blesses you with the sacredness of the divine energy, so the original design of creation may be revitalized within you, and may you be guided toward truth. May your body, mind, and spirit be filled with the divine force known as Paramatman light. May you be blessed in all ways to follow your highest destiny to become a Jyoti Atman, a soul of light. May you always be protected and guided by the powers of the divine. And may this healing process resonate within your being. We give gratitude now for this most sacred blessing. So I invite you now to direct your breath and your attention to the first chakra at the base of the spine. Here is the intake of prana, is life force energy. Here we also access the musculoskeletal system. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the first chakra, and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. Focus on the intake of prana into the body. Let your awareness travel up Shushumna Nadi in the center of the spine to all the nadis, all the energy channels, removing any obstacles to the circulation of pranic energy. Here we access the musculoskeletal system, removing any strain patterns, energy vortexes, or energy packets, and dissipate them to universal substance. And I invite you to take a moment to address any individual concerns regarding these areas. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman energy to restore the original patterns of perfection in the first chakra, for the full intake and circulation of pranic energy, and the perfect form and function of the structure of the body. I invite you now to focus your breath and your attention to the second chakra in the lower abdomen. Here we access the reproductive system, sexual energies, and the genetic codes. Please remove any karmic impressions that separate you from your own wholeness in the second chakra, and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. We access the reproductive system, focusing on the free flow of sexual energy. And I invite you to address any personal concerns within this area. We also balance male and female energies together, regardless of gender. We access into the DNA, our genetic code. Please remove all forms of limitations and karmas, impressions, from the genetic structure of each cell of the body. And I invite you to address any personal concerns within this area. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman energy to enliven and restore the original patterns of perfection in the second chakra, the reproductive system, the genetic structures. Please recreate and manifest the totality of genetic material necessary for the highest form of human expression. I invite you now to focus your attention to the upper abdomen, the area of the navel and solar plexus, the seat of the third chakra. The third chakra includes the navel and solar plexus area and emotional expression. We access the digestive system and reconnect a memory of wholeness. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate us from our own wholeness in the third chakra and dissipate the impressions to universal energy. We focus on removing the patterns of stored emotions for ourselves and for others. Remove anything blocking us from being in the present. We release stored emotions, especially those from the past, from past traumas and past events. We access the digestive system and digestive capacity of each individual cell. We move our awareness through the digestive system, removing anything not necessary for the highest good. And we ask each individual cell to release anything that is not useful for its highest good. And I invite you now to address any personal concerns in this area. Traveling into the navel to the originating impulse of the cosmic mother, reconnect to our memories so that all our wholeness is made manifest in earthen form. Here we help reorient us to wholeness instead of being attached to the small ego. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to enliven the original patterns of perfection in the third chakra for balanced emotional expression, perfect form and function in the digestive system, and perfect memory of wholeness. Letting go of the past. Reactivate original patterns of perfection as necessary for individual concerns. I invite you now to focus your breath and your attention to the heart center, the seat of the fourth chakra. The fourth chakra includes the heart area, the divine Ka, the flame of the heart, and the circulatory and immune systems. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the fourth chakra and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. Let your awareness travel into the heart. You will feel the basic impulse of yourself as an individual, and remove anything that is not pure, basic essence of the soul. We now activate the divine Ka in the heart, the flame in the heart, also known as the sinoatrial node, and remove any unnecessary covering that prevents the divine flame from filling the body with its light. Please fill the heart with the fire of the divine Paramatman light, which resonates throughout the body. Let this fire move through the body to purify, cleanse, and reinvigorate each cell through the blood and the circulatory system. We also fill the immune and lymphatic systems with this divine fire that burns away all impurities. Let your awareness travel through these systems with the intention of removing all impurities. And I invite you now to address any personal concerns concerning the fourth chakra, circulation and immunity. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to enliven the original patterns of perfection in the fourth chakra, for perfect form and function in the circulatory system and lymphatic systems. Please fill the heart with divine love. And may we reflect divine fire in unit form, in human form. I invite you now to focus your breath and attention to the center of the throat, the seat of the fifth chakra. The fifth chakra includes the throat area, our abilities surrounding self-expression and creativity, and our respiratory system, the breath. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the fifth chakra and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. We travel into the throat and clear the way for the divine voice to sing through, so that we may always speak the truth in full, and our words create wholeness in our surrounding environments. We access the respiratory system, moving in all directions, removing any karmic impressions, blocking the full intake of prana into every cell of the body. Prana enters the body from all regions, but the main flow comes up through the first chakra and down through the 7 chakras. Thus, the flow eventually forms a circular pattern moving through the body. The prana also circulates through the blood and the nadis of the body to nourish every cell. And I invite you again to address any personal issues surrounding the fifth chakra. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to enliven the original patterns of perfection in the fifth chakra for the absorption and circulation of prana and the manifestation of the highest creative force. I invite you now to focus your breath and attention to the center of the forehead, the third eye region, the seat of the sixth chakra. The sixth chakra includes the forehead area, visionary processes, the five senses, the nervous system, and endocrine systems. The 12 pairs of cranial nerves, the pituitary, pineal gland, and pineal glands, perception, our endocrine system, including the thyroid, parathyroid, pancreas, and more. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the sixth chakra and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. We now remove any apparition of duality from the visionary process, following all five senses back to their point of origin. We remove any karmic impressions lodged in those areas. Please fill the five senses and the visionary process with divine Paramatman light so they may always perceive unity instead of duality. We access into the nervous system throughout the body and traveling through each tiny fiber, removing any karmic impressions recorded there. We strengthen and revitalize the nervous system with the divine Paramatman light. We now access into the endocrine system and travel into each gland and remove any karmic impressions lodged in those areas. We focus now on the pineal gland and traveling deep into the origin of our species. We remove all karmic impressions and traumas recorded in these areas. And I invite you to again address any personal issues in this area. Please flood the pineal gland and all the endocrine system with divine Paramatman light, so the whole body is now filled with that light. I invite you now to focus your breath and attention to the crown of the head, the seat of the seventh chakra, and all chakras above the head. And energies you could visualize similar to the tail of a peacock. As part of the seventh chakra, we include the areas at the top of the head and above the head, extending in all directions, and the higher dimensional chakras. We reconnect ourselves with our own divinity and gain nourishment from the divine. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the seventh chakra and all chakras above the head, and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. Moving upward through the higher chakras, we reconnect them to our own divinity in the heart of the Divine Mother Father. We now ask the divine Paramatman light to flow directly through the higher chakras, the seventh chakra, the pineal gland, and all chakras below. We offer gratitude as each chakra is illuminated and nourished with the divine Paramatman radiance. And I invite you to address any individual concerns within this area. As this direct connection is reestablished, there is an increased flow of divine light energy directly through the top of the head, which then fills the entire body with light. This downward flow of light energy moves primarily down the front of the body to the first chakra and below. We include all chakras below the first chakra, extending in all directions, and the second and first dimensional chakras. We connect with Mother Earth and gain nourishment from the earth. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate you from your own wholeness in the chakras below the first chakra, and dissipate those impressions to universal energy. There are chakras in the knees, in the feet, and underneath the feet supporting us, as if we are standing upon a lotus. We ask the divine Paramatman light to move through the second and first dimensional chakras and reconnect with the blessed Earth Mother, who gladly receives her children. The second and first dimensional chakras are the atlas, which supports our third dimensional reality. This is a tremendous grounding effect, and for the individual, which helps bring higher dimensional healing into physical reality. As the divine Paramatman light grounds into Mother Earth, we offer her gratitude for the nourishment and support of her children. We now ask that the divine Paramatman light energy again move up through the first and second dimensional chakras into the first chakra to flood it with the life force of energy and prana. Here we see the energy circuit is now complete. Having begun with the first chakra, we move up the spine upwards to the higher chakras and reconnect with the divine. The divine light energy then moves downward through the higher chakras, seventh chakra, and pineal gland, and pours down through the body. Continuing below the first chakra, the divine light energy moves in to illuminate the lower dimensional chakras and grounds into Mother Earth. The Great Mother then responds by sending the divine energy back up through the lower dimensional chakras into the first chakra, where the cycle begins again. Human consciousness and the human body are thus the major conduit through which the divine moves into relative, bringing heaven onto this earth. We now acknowledge and call forth the astrological and directional devas. Please remove all karmic impressions residing in and resulting from astrological influences which separate us from our own individual wholeness. Dissipate the impressions to universal energy. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to shine through all cosmic bodies, so the divine auspicious influence always shines in and around us. The astrological influences under which we are born and live are the result of past actions or karmas. As we remove the karmic impressions in the physical and subtle bodies, we must necessarily address the astrological influences as well. Once these karmic manifestations are removed, there are no frequencies for negative forces to interact with. It is as if the individual becomes transparent and all the planets become auspicious. Their influence ceases to grip us, and we are free to create those new influences which are completely supportive to our being and to others. Please remove all karmic impressions residing in the light structure around the body, the sacred geometry, which separate us from our own wholeness. Dissipate those impressions to universal energy. These structures are formed by the interconnection of the light pathways in between particles of matter, beginning at the subatomic level all the way through the cellular, the whole body, and cosmic interaction. These light pathways create layers of geometrical shapes and relationships, natural yantras. These form the framework or blueprint upon which our physical reality is created. Removing the karmic impressions at this level necessarily changes the manifestation of the more dense levels of matter. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to shine through all layers of the light structure and enliven the original patterns of perfection and balance. Please remove any karmic impressions which separate us from our wholeness in the process of alignment. Dissipate those impressions to universal energy. Because we have changed the karmic patterns and frequencies of all the chakras and systems of the body and its relationship to the environment, it is necessary for us to address the whole individual for the purpose of creating balance. Please manifest now the divine Paramatman light to enliven the original patterns of perfection in the alignment of the physical and subtle bodies, the earth and the cosmic bodies. May this be completely aligned with the divine purpose and manifest it in our lives. Please bring into harmony all components of our own wholeness and their relationship with the cosmos. Let us be seen as light as it would appear in a perfect light spectrum, and may we be heard as sound in the form of a perfect harmonic chord. May you be blessed in all ways to follow your highest destiny, to become a Jyoti Atman, a transcendental and eternal soul of light. May you be protected always by the radiance of the divine Paramatman light. May the Jyoti Atman process resonate within your being, a full divinity be manifest within you. We give gratitude for this sacred blessing always. I invite you now to listen to our mantra. And if it feels right, I invite you to chant along and let the mantra ground these healing energies into us and help us in manifesting this healing, not just in ourselves, but to those around us. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundaye Vichye. 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 Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundaye Viche. 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 To healing, for balance, the reestablishment of energies along their original paths of perfection. For protection, security. For the relief of stress, anxiety, and depression. And for the divine always flowing through us, influencing our thoughts, our words, and deeds. Jema. 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 Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamashoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Amritagamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sana Vavatu Sana Bunaktu Saviryam Kadavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvijavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha, Jai Guru, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Ma Devi, Jai Ma Kali, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma, and Namaste. So I invite you to take a deep clearing breath. Just finally let go of the meditation. Move your fingers and toes, arms and hands, arms and legs. Slowly open your eyes, bringing your hands to heart center. And namaste. And thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you'll join me Tuesday for chair yoga and meditation and another puja. And then next Friday for our Kriya Yoga sadhana and Devi puja. And if you choose to join us, you'd be most welcome to come to 1260 South Xavier Street, Denver, Colorado, 80219, the site of Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. We'll have a nice socially distanced space in our outdoor sanctuary, and I would love to see you all. And again, if you can't make it, it will be broadcast on YouTube again, and things will begin promptly at 7. I wish everybody a wonderful weekend and wonderful days ahead. Good night and namaste.